Y'all gotta be a different type of sick to be celebrating Charlie Kirk's death, bro. That's that's crazy to me. Like, you don't gotta agree with anything bro say. I made a video about not agreeing with what he said on Juneteenth. That don't mean I think he deserved to lose his life though. Every page that's posting Charlie Kirk's death is flooded with comments celebrating it. It's flooded with comments saying, I'm going to the store. Y'all need something. Like, it's crazy, bro. Like, the world we live in right now is just, it's different. I don't, like, I just never seen death be praised. Everybody be so desensitized to stuff like that. Like, just because you don't agree with somebody does not mean that this person deserves to lose their life. That makes no sense at all. You don't have to agree with anybody, but he was still a great father. He was still a great individual. He just had different views, different political views. That's sick, bro.
What's going on YouTube? Busy Boy Wrong back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. So, this Charlie Kirk situation has gotten very, I'm gonna say messy. I'm gonna choose that word. Reason being is because, all of a sudden there's all these random ass allegations, and one of the ones is standing out the most, and I think maybe it's just due to the fact that I'm a black person, but the number of black people that are saying that he was racist. And I'm thinking to myself, like, dude, this is like Donald Trump all over again. First of all, let's start with the fact that Candace Owens herself did a whole tribute to Charlie Kirk and mentioned how they came up as activists together and they've been longtime friends. So I would imagine that just that friendship in itself would be like, okay, how can he be racist? But then I happened to come across this clip that I'm going to share with you guys, and this is when I knew for sure, along with a few debates that I seen him have with black people myself that I'm going to mention later on once I give my commentary. That also proves that him being racist is a bunch of bullshit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm really getting sick and tired of black people acting like anybody that doesn't agree with something that we say is racist. It's like it's like the dumbest logic ever. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this.
Charlie Kirk sent me a direct message, and I'm going to show you what it said. This is almost 6 years ago exactly now, as of this video. I had not spoken to him in person or on social media. He started the conversation. You know what he said? 3 words. You are terrific. Now, bear in mind, this is back before I was blessed with the followership I have now. I had fewer than 10,000 followers on Instagram, very small Facebook presence, wasn't even on TikTok at the time. The fact of the matter is, this young man, this leader of Turning Point USA, reached out to me and saw something I had done. And he felt so moved that he reached out to me himself to encourage me. And then he went a step further. He invited me to the BLS, which is the Black Leadership Summit Turning Point USA was putting on in Washington, D.C. I told him, transparently, I was in between jobs and didn't have the money to fund my trip. He told me that they had scholarships available and to email him directly and he'd be able to take care of it. I did, and that's the story of how I got to be a part of the Young Black Leadership Summit, which was instrumental in springboarding me to where I am today. Now, I share that story because he didn't have to do that. And if he was a racist person, why would he do that? I'm so tired of people being besmirched by the tired liberal lie that anyone they don't like has to be some sort of racist. And I'm not immune to this. They call me racist myself. Of course, it's ridiculous on its face, but this is the nonsensical nature of your average leftist. They really want you to believe deep down Charlie Kirk hated all black people. He saw the best in everyone. He saw in me something I didn't even quite see in myself at the time, and he chose to encourage me. That is why I will literally and metaphorically pick up that mic and continue the work that he started, because I myself and many others are tired of being slandered and maligned by individuals who have nothing to sell us but fear, panic, and lies 24/7. I had to share that story with you. I thought about keeping that to myself, but the more I see him being typecast as some sort of evil person, the more I cannot be silent. And I hope that you will not be silent as well. It is time for action like never before. It is time for voices to rise like never before. And I hope you will join me in that effort. So that is the real Charlie Kirk, the one I don't want you to know, but the one I will continue to remember and honor with my actions into the future. So those are my thoughts. Hopefully you share, and hopefully you get busy as well, because we all have microphones to pick up, and we are all Charlie Kirk.
Now, one of the things that stands out to me when I started hearing this rumbling from black people, I was like, okay. I remember Charlie Kirk specifically talking to a black person at one of the colleges that he was debating at, right? And they was talking about the DEI shit, right? And you know, Charlie Kirk's stance is like, no, like I don't think it should be like, you know, separated based on race and all. He was like, no, like everybody should have to reach the same standard, and I agree with him on that. And it's funny because you know you have black people trying to go against that, and he used about the easiest and best reference that you can use that no black person on the planet can disagree. He said, okay, then what about the NBA? What about the NFL? He was like, those leagues are mostly African American. He was like, so should we do DEI on there also? He was like, no, you want the best players out there. And the best players just so happen to be African American. So you tell me if that sounds like somebody who's racist. No, it just sounds like somebody who does his homework and is actually just sticking to the facts and just telling you the way things are. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know where they get this racist shit from, because just like other people, I've been digging. But I can remember some of the debates he had, and this is one in particular that stood out. Where when I started hearing this, I'm like, nah, that's not the case whatsoever. Along with the fact that I know he was really good friends with Candace Owens. Come on now, just stop it, bro. This is ridiculous. See, this is that brainwash propaganda. Oh, you probably saw something that got clipped and they try to make it and they misconstrued it and try to make it appear to look like something that it wasn't. Nah, bro. I ain't following that.
So when I learned about what happened to Charlie Kirk today, it was like a punch in the gut. Because like Charlie, I'm a Christian, I'm a father, I'm a husband. Even though he might not have known it, his movement had a big effect on my life. I've been invited to several of his company Turning Points events over the last several years. And the first time me and my wife went to one of the events, we were blown away because we didn't realize how big the conservative movement was until we went to a Turning Point event and we realized how much we're not alone, that there are thousands of people who hold some of the same beliefs that we do, that want the best for our country the same way we do, that want to see God and Christian values be put at the forefront of our country the way we do. This young guy, Charlie Kirk, was at the forefront of this massive movement, this juggernaut of a movement. So when I learned about what happened to him today, it really broke my heart. I thought about his wife, his children, his close friends, all the young people whose lives he's helped and affected. So I started to pray for peace that surpasses all understanding for all of them. I started to pray that the Lord comfort them. And as I was praying for them, I started to get peace about it because I realized what the enemy meant for evil, the Lord will turn around for his good, and the Lord will be glorified through this. He will get the glory. I think that this is going to awaken many Christians to be more bold about their faith, to stand firm on their beliefs and who they are, to be proud to represent Christ no matter the cost. See, Charlie Kirk planted a seed in thousands and thousands of the next generation, and now that he's gone, now that they've made a martyr of him, that seed is only going to grow. It's only going to get bigger. So I want to say God bless Charlie's family, all of his loved ones, all of the people who loved him. He was an inspiration to a lot of people. Charlie Kirk was a fearless warrior and he inspired others who are going to make the movement even bigger. As for me, this is going to make me more bold in my faith, make me continue to stand up for the truth and what's right. May God get all the glory.
See, and for me personally, like this whole event and just seeing how people react to it, I think the reason why it bothers me so much is because it's like, damn, like we really have thrown humanity out of the window just for the sake of disagreeing with somebody. Like, this shit is ridiculous, bro. There's plenty of content creators on here. There's gonna be plenty of people in the world that I'm not gonna agree with, man. But just because I don't agree with them doesn't necessarily mean that they deserve to get unalive. Like, especially like that in front of your family. Y'all so distasteful. Y'all can't even show any empathy or sympathy for the family that had to witness that.
All up and down my timeline, all I see is Charlie Kirk a racist. He said this about black people. He said that about black people. He this, he that. I don't feel bad. I don't care. I'ma mind my business. That ain't got nothing to do with me. The problem that I have with black people is that we don't like to be told when we're wrong. We don't like to be held accountable. We don't like nobody telling us nothing. It don't matter, even if you are black. If you tell another black person right from wrong, they call you judgmental, and then they'll use the excuse, only God can judge me, as to justify their poor behavior. Y'all is the same Negroes that get on here and act a fool, and then you want somebody to have sympathy and empathy for you when you in a situation that you can't get yourself out of, when it's you or your family member in a predicament. But y'all sitting on here happy and celebrating the expiration of this man in public. What kind of, like, y'all are wicked and evil to the core. I don't care what y'all call me, Uncle Tom, Uncle, whatever you want to say. Oh, you just trying to get the validation of the YT people. Like, don't nobody care about that. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Black people, y'all get on my nerves with that. Y'all always want to make everything about racism. Everything is not about race. Some stuff is just common sense and sound advice. Y'all don't want to listen to nobody, though. That's the problem that we have in this community. Y'all think y'all can't take criticism at all, that can't nobody talk to you about nothing, can't nobody criticize you about nothing, and don't let them be a different race. They racist all of a sudden. Everybody racist. They say anything that's negative against a black person. Like, come on now, let's just be for real. Some people can speak the truth and it's not racist. A lot of y'all, if I was a different race, y'all would call me racist. Like, no, y'all are just ignorant and very exhausting at this point. Y'all get on my nerves for real.
Charlie Kirk is dead and black people are mad at him. Why? Oh, I know. He acknowledged what he thought was problems in our communities and offered solutions. Hard work, fathers in a home, education. That's what y'all mad at. Somebody telling you to work hard, marry before having children, and take education seriously. We have lost the plot. We have really lost the plot, and I am extremely concerned about my people. Liberal ideology, Democrat ideology, baby mama culture, whatever you want to call it, something has convinced Black America that it is possible for them to succeed in this country without valuing education and two-parent households. I want Black people to understand that there's no evidence in human history of a group of people being successful without education and strong family values. It just does not exist. No amount of government aid, assistance, programs, because I know y'all love programs, can replace the impact of having a father in a home. It's just not going to happen. There's no way around the fact, the very real fact, that conservative principles and values are needed to establish a strong foundation across any culture, across any racial group. They're needed. Period. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all acting like this ain't common sense? Like, I know y'all know this.
And when I started hearing black people left and right say, oh, he was a racist, the first thing that came to my mind was like, no, more than likely he was just calling us out on our shit, and they didn't like the fact that it was coming from somebody that doesn't look like us. And what sense does that really make anyway? Because even when it comes from people that look like us, y'all still don't want to fucking listen. So who doesn't matter where it comes from? I really want to know What sense does it make? Does it matter who that shit comes from when we don't even fucking listen to each other? Think about that for a second. You gonna have the nerve to sit over here and get your damn feelings. Just, man. Let me know what you think about this, before I go off. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know when I'm uploading. Hit the like button because that's what the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also look out for the travel vlog channel as well as the live show channel. Both links are in the description. Until the next video, y'all. Deuces.